Hello and welcome to Work+Love Live. Happy Work+Love Wednesday. So tried to go live at our original time. Had technical difficulties, which really translates to Sam did not charge the camera, and I have yet to purchase a backup battery. So, but you know what? It's all meant to be for me to join you at this time. And there's a couple of just weird things that are happening. So, like, for example, I, this weekend, finally created some additional Instagram accounts. For those of you that follow me on Instagram, Instagram is kind of my jam. That's where I like to hang out. That's typically where you will find me posting and interacting and hanging out. I used to do Work+Love on my Instagram account. I haven't since have come to YouTube. I kind of debated for a while if I wanted to go back to Instagram or to Facebook. Facebook is strange for me because it is, how do I say this? Facebook, I just never had really great engagement. In fact, we have less people who watch on YouTube right now, and I get a lot more interaction from those individuals, a lot more interaction in emails and messages and all that across the board. So I just want to put that out there. I do miss Instagram. I used to have a lot of interactivity on Instagram, and so see in the next coming week me talking about that Instagram account, which is at Work+Love Wednesday. And I was going to go live on there excuse me. I was going to go live on there today, but I'm not, because my phone died, like, freakishly. I know we're in Mercury retrograde, and maybe that has to play with all of this technology stuff. Just not the perfect time to be learning how to go live streaming and figuring all this stuff out. But that's all right. We're here. We're together. Other thing is, I have a brand new mic that I've been wanting for months since we went on quarantine. I regretted that I did not get it before. So I have that mic, and I'm playing with it. I'm hoping that it provides better audio than the lapel. The lapel is really awesome that I've been using, but the sound quality is just not there. And as someone who podcasts a lot, I've been really struggling with the sound quality because I had all my mics kind of go out on me right before we kind of had these stay-at-home mandate orders into quarantine, and then everybody was going virtual, so everybody was buying these mics, and so there's even a mic that I ordered, I think 4 months ago. It's still on back order, and I'm waiting patiently for it. I actually got a new mixer for it, and that was just for podcasting. That's the only purpose for it, was to use it for podcasting. So anyways, I share that because I'm so grateful that you bear with me as we've gone through the evolution. If you go back through the Work+Love Wednesday videos, all the way back to the beginning, oh my gosh, awful. Now we have lighting, now we kind of have this set, now I have a better camera, and we're just slowly kind of figuring that out. I know that I still have not figured out YouTube in the sense that the streaming quality is not there. So that is something else that I'm working on. So anyways, just being real, putting it out there. What's really interesting to me is that, number one, the phone died, but also earlier on. So I was ready to go live. In fact, some of you probably clicked the link and we were counting down and the camera went black and I didn't have a camera. I don't have a backup camera because I actually took it to the office to play with it there to decide if I want to have a backup camera there or not. And I actually hold that thought because I'm going to go get a bottle of water. So sorry about that, but my voice was cutting in and out. I think it still is. I was using my voice for a lot of things today. Recording podcasts, a vocal lesson, and now I'm trying to do a Work+Love live at 7:30 at night, and it's just, I don't know. Fingers crossed it's going to hold up. Anyways, so earlier, so the camera goes black right like minutes before I'm going to go live. And I actually move on time, which is very unlike me as well. But I didn't freak out. And I think that's one of the biggest things I've seen as far as growth for myself. Is when I don't freak out over the little things anymore. My children both had birthdays in June. They each got these gift cards that they couldn't wait to spend at Target. And they were waiting for me to do Work+Love Live for us to go to Target, flip-flop, plug the camera in so it can charge. We went to Target, and I really didn't think two thoughts about it, really. And really playing into this idea that everything happens for a reason. And I don't know what that reason is for. I don't know if going live at this time is allowing someone else to watch, or it's going to put it in someone else's queue, reach them. I don't know if my message is going to be different because of what has happened, but it was just a sequence of freakish things. I usually do check the camera battery life because I film in the morning. So I don't know. I don't have an excuse. I'm not trying to make an excuse. It was just weird. So here we are. So let's get to the work, right? Let's get to the work already. So this week we are doing a final lesson from Abraham Hicks. So in this lesson here is I look for more reasons to appreciate. And that's a hint to why the episode is called Give Me a Reason. So if you saw the blog post that came out this morning in regards to Work+Love and talked about the work here, I shared about a lesson that actually was delivered to me via my husband. As we've been coming out of the post-quarantine and we've started to slowly meet with clients with social distancing and all of the CDC's recommendations, we find ourselves right back doing what we absolutely love, having that human connection and connecting one-on-one. Part of that, and I think we've been a little heavy with it now, because I've had a couple in the last couple weeks, so has my husband, our meetings, we generally get lost in the time. And time can go fairly quickly, where you're not meeting with someone for an hour, you're meeting with them for 2, sometimes 2.5 hours, and look at the clock and you're like, oh my goodness, where did the time go? These are the conversations where you don't even have the phone out because you're so connected. This is a type of meeting that happens to me frequently, so much so that I do have a Apple Watch now for multiple reasons. It buzzes and kind of shakes me out of it because I can get lost and be fully present in that moment, and I'll want to be there all day. And as much as I love and desire and would be all for that, there are so many other things that I'm also committed to, and to be a good wife and a good mom and a good friend, and even good to myself. I have to show up at those things. I have to make time for myself. And that took me a long time to learn that. When I started to learn that, I first went to the place of kind of almost heavily criticizing myself, punishing myself anytime that I would let these meetings occur where I lost track of time and I would be so lost in this connection. Because, the popular mantra, time is money, right? And so me thinking about time being money, I would start to see myself that when I would get lost in these moments that I was wasting valuable time that I could earn money, I was just letting go by the wayside. So here's the lesson for this week. So this week I knew, looking at that card, it was in regards to appreciation and looking for a reason. I really thought, very simplistically backing it up, that it was going to be along the lines of just looking for a reason to express gratitude, and that those reasons could be really small. But it turned into a whole other really valuable, powerful lesson. What my husband shared with me, what Josh shared with me, is that these meetings, these meetings that we these meetings, when we have them with people and we get lost in them, yes, it's about connection, but it's not just about connection with them. It's also about having a connection with ourselves. It's about also having a connection to the path, the connected life, the divine, the source, whatever you want to call it. There's something almost spiritual and meditative about those moments. These, I've been looking for this word for the last week, but these guidepost moments where we're able to truly sit there, be present, and have this vibration of love is really what propels all of this. And in those moments, that is what is occurring. That's what's happening. We're able to be fully present and have those beautiful moments of connection that really, truly nourish and restore our souls, keep us on our path, serve as a moment of meditation. And that seems so not what we are taught when we think about meditation. We think of sitting crisscross applesauce or lotus and going deep down into a stillness. There is a stillness that occurs when we have these meetings, these moments with people, these intimate connections that allow us to get lost in one another's and connect. Our souls connect on a whole nother level. And I say this and it sounds so deep, but it's what's happening. It's what's happening when you connect with clients, when you connect with customers. This is what happens in the HR world when we are connecting with our employees from an intuitive space. This is what it feels like. Open door policy has gotten a bad rep because if I have an open door and I could have a revolving door, people just coming in and just pouring out their souls. And a lot of HR practitioners share how they can't get anything done because they're so busy listening to the life stories of everyone. Our solution to that is to limit it, and in some situations, people become cold and they go the polar opposite, we need to have those moments of connection. We need to innately connect with people in a way that allows us to say that we see you. We see the person that is filling this position and is contributing to our organization to help making it great. And those connections happen in these moments. And I can remember way back when, early on when I started my career, I did spend a lot of time working in stores that had lots of opportunity, but getting lost in these conversations with my colleagues, with my manager, with my assistant managers, with my department managers, with my staff, with new hires, listening and connecting with them. And it doesn't stay like that forever. You know, as you take care of each other and you nourish each other's souls, this connection, this kindred kind of spirit thing that goes on allows you to start creating balance with greatness in the organization. So I know that you're probably taking all of this in and you're just like, I still don't get it. And this is one of those things that you will get when you experience it. And in fact, this week I recorded an episode for the podcast. We are having a summer book club series. The latest book is Untamed by Glennon Doyle, and this is the first book that I have read where she finally can put into words a description of some of these sensations that I feel in these moments, these really powerful moments that we have that cue us that we're on the right path, that we're living in the vibration that we need to be to do the amazing work that we're meant to do. So I say all of that to just say that if you're struggling to say, I don't know what you're talking about, because you're gonna be in one of two buckets. Either I am right there with you, I hear you, I feel that, or I have no idea what you're talking about, I have yet to experience that. I'm giving you permission to do that. Because more than likely those opportunities have shown up, but the other side of our brain wants to be like, time is money, you're wasting time, push them through. What would happen if you gave yourself permission to get lost in connection? To bring our lesson to a close, those of you that are sitting in the other bucket that says, yes, this is what I've been experiencing. I totally get what you're saying. I've been there. And I can so appreciate when you say that it's part of my growth. It's part of my evolution. Because it is. It is. It is serving on so many levels. And there is a balance to it. So I don't want to go so, we don't want to overdo it to the extreme where we don't have any time to get our actual work done. But I want to give you permission to say that you can be present in those moments and experience the nourishment and the restoration and the re-energizing that you get from that. So that is the main message in regards to seeking a reason and being appreciative for those moments. You know, living a connected path, living on the connected path, living a connected life. I can tell you that I'm basically taking steps each day till I can get to another one of those moments. And because of this lesson yesterday, I had a meeting and I was able to be fully present for that meeting, and I can only describe it as magical, you know? How do we bring this magic back within organizations that inspires loyalty, that inspires ultimate engagement, that inspires greatness? It happens at a level that is beneath the surface. And I truly believe, I think leaders are a huge component of this, but I think HR leads the charge. You are meant to represent the people. You are meant to be the liaison between the leaders and the employees and helping to make all of it make sense. And if you want to start helping make it make sense, you have to start giving yourself permission to experience these moments and be grateful for them. Be appreciative for the moment and also the other person who's meeting you in that moment and experiencing it with you. All right. So let's do a little bit of love. So I want to do a release around doubt, around self-worth. So if you're questioning if you're capable of having these kinds of connections with people, if you're questioning if HRart can even step up to that level, I want to help release that. Doubt, worry are held in the spleen or the stomach area, which is also why I think like HRart people like to have a good time and eat lots of food. But yeah, so I want to give you a releasing tool for that. Let me just leave it there. I think we're approaching 8 o'clock. It's almost my bedtime, so it's better if I just start saying less, right? Start saying less. Let's just do this release here. So the release I've been doing actually all week with the Qigong challenge, the daily Qigong challenge. I think we're on day 73 or 74. We do that every morning at 7:30 if you want to tune in live, or all the replays are available on the YouTube channel, which you should subscribe whenever that comes up. But hey, it didn't show up. I'm gonna have to hit it again. Yeah, so if you subscribe to the channel, wow, let's just do this. So I've been doing this, it's a healing sound practice. So when we do healing sounds, we take deep breaths, we fill the belly, and then we exhale out a sound. We're going to do them inaudible, and we're going to do the sound of ho. So it's just going to look like this. And we're going to aim to do it 12 times. So you're going to see me start, but then continue at your own rhythm. And then I'll kind of cue you when you should be close to your last one, and wait and bring us back. Okay, so really simple, releasing doubt, letting it go, purging out using healing sounds that sends these subtle vibrations down that nourishes our organs and releases. Here we go. Take a deep breath in through the nose, filling the belly. Hold briefly, and then go ahead and release when you're ready. And you can continue with the next 11 breaths. On my final set of 4. Let's go ahead and just settle our energy by doing 3 pulling down the heavens. Hands are going to reach out along the side of our body, palms facing the earth, flipping to the sky halfway up, and combing through the body. Second round. And when you're ready, go ahead and open your eyes. So if you really felt that vibration, I'm going to highly encourage you to keep going, keep purging, even if you're laying in bed and just breathing in and releasing it out. Keep going, especially if you felt something, releasing. So that's it today for Work Love Live. I am so grateful if you're joining me now. So sorry that we were late and not at our scheduled time frame, but keep doing the work that you're doing. Happy Work Love Wednesday. Take care of you. Do the work. Show yourself some love. And I will talk to you next week. Thanks. See ya.